Hi everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm doing a video that's very heavily inspired by Rebecca from Panning and Stuff. I think she called it Panning for the Future, and she basically went through all the products she hoped to pan in 2021, and I really loved that idea. So I know it's just November, but the past couple of weeks I have been, number one, deciding exactly which long-term, year-long projects I'm going to do minus my own. I created one called hashtag That's Expensive Project Pan. I will leave the information link down below. You can do it on Instagram or YouTube. It's all about using expensive products. You can set your own goals, 8 to 10 projects for starting December 28th, 2020, ending December 28th, 2021. And you can set your own goals. It doesn't even have to be high end. It can just be the most expensive stuff in your collection. But I have a tendency to just look at them and not use them, and this will hopefully break me of that habit. So I'm not going to really share with you, I'm not going to tell you which project these are going in, because you'll find all the information out in their intros next month. But I have some notes in my phone, and I've been moving stuff, putting stuff back, taking stuff off, basically just going through everything and deciding what I want to completely move out of my collection for 2021. Now, a lot of these, the usage goal is going to be to use up completely. Some of these will be I'll have, hit pan or use so many different times. Again, this is just an overall of everything that I'm going to use. My projects that I've picked so far are Beauty A to Z, hashtag That's Expensive Project Pan, and Partners in Cream. All three of those are year-long projects. I may pick up a seasonal one or two depending. I honestly don't have a lot of products that have pan in them though. If you've seen my Instagram post, you know that I have two. And hopefully one will be done by the end of the year, leaving me with one. So I have a pretty large collection. If you haven't seen any of my inventory videos, I've posted all of my complexion videos by now, and we'll be moving into my eyes, etc., eyes and lips. So make sure you keep an eye out on those. But yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the non-makeup stuff first, because that's really not the most, it's not the most interesting, but it is stuff that you really do need. Starting with this Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Eye Cream. This was from BoxyCharm. Glam Glow. This was in my abandoned 50 Shades of Pink. This is also from BoxyCharm. I've got the Your Good Skin Overnight Cream. I love this brand. I love their overnight cream, and I love their booster serum. I think they're both fantastic, and sometimes you can get them half off at Ulta. So I have a brand new one of those. I want to use up this e.l.f. moisturizer because I've had it for a few years now. This is when they very first came out with skincare. And I know they've upgraded since then, but I have a few to get out of my collection before I need to invest in anything else. I've got that. I've got a couple of things left over from my Perfectly Posh days. This is the Apricots Overnight Mask. This is a dupe for that Drink Up mask from Origins. And I was a Perfectly Posh consultant back in 2015, 2016, and this is my absolute favorite product. They've discontinued it. I don't even know if Perfectly Posh is still alive, but I really love this mask. For a while I would use it as just a regular moisturizer, but now since I'm very much on a routine for my skin, I don't feel like I need this deep moisturization anymore. But this is when I exfoliate, I like to put on a thicker moisturizer when I'm doing that. And this is a face wash. This is Bright Young Fine face wash. It's just the face wash. My new Pink Lemonade lip scrub. This is really the only one in my collection, but I want to get it done. This is from Wild Poppy Soaps. This is so good, and it tastes so good. It tastes like pink lemonade. It's so good. I've got another face mask. This is the one from Ulta. This is their Watermelon Sleeping Mask. This is so good. Some of Ulta stuff is really good. I love their Sorbet body lotions, and I love this Watermelon Sleeping Mask. This is my second one. I really like it. It's really good. You put it on, you sleep with it. I want to finish up this Physicians Formula Perfect Matcha cleansing balm, and this is what's going to replace my Burt's Bees, if you saw by 9 by New Year's. Physicians Formula is supposedly no longer cruelty free, and I want to say this is the only thing from Physicians Formula that I own. So once I get this done, then I can completely mark them off my list. I did have the butter bronzer, but I ended up donating that to Project Beauty Share because the color just wasn't good for me. Got a couple of hair things. This is the Not Your Mother's Activated Charcoal Bamboo and Purple Moonstone Scalp Scrub. I love this. I mentioned before, I had the Briogeo, the one for dry scalp, and I hated it. I hated it. It just wasn't scrubby enough. This one is fantastic. Now, it is an extra step. That one was a shampoo. This one's an extra step. I do have the Live Love Planet one. I also have their serum that I can't find that I want to use up next year, but I really do love scalp scrubs. I get so, my scalp just gets so dry no matter what I do. Even if I put oil directly on my scalp, it still gets dry. So I'm going to use that. This is the banana hair mask from the Body Shop. So number one, I hated the smell of this. And number two, thanks to the Illuminati, I now know that the Body Shop has a MLM component to it. Like, it has a division that's MLM, and I am no longer supporting MLMs, even though I've been into in the past. It's just not something I want to support anymore. So, which is really disappointing because I also have their Satsuma body wash, which I love. And I loved their Shea scented body butter, even though it's a little bit greasy, but I just love that scent. So it's disappointing, but it is what it is. So that's gone. Tree Hut Scalp Scrub. This is the Vitamin C Shea Sugar Scrub. If you've never tried this brand is so good. This one just smells, I can't even remember what it smells like. Yeah, it just smells like oranges. It just smells good. The one I currently have in my shower is the Lemon Blueberry Tart, which was like their anniversary one or their birthday one. It smells exactly like a lemon blueberry tart. Oh, I shouldn't smell that because I'm on a fast, but I'll get through it. I'm fasting Monday through Thursdays and eating Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. So I'm kind of hungry. It's only Tuesday. So anyway, if you've never tried this brand, Ulta also puts these on buy one, get one half off, or buy one, get one 40%. And their lychee and plum body butter is so good. It's not greasy. It absorbs really well. It smells delicious, and it's inexpensive. So yeah, Tree Hut. And then last but not least, I finished one of these earlier in the year. This is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Lotion. Another BoxyCharm or BoxyLux or Boxy whatever. This is all right. Hyram has said that the ingredients in it don't really, they're kind of basic, and they don't really, you know, the price point, it doesn't, like, there's no ingredients in here that are worth the price point is what I'm trying to say. So when I finish this up, it is a good cream. I actually really do like the night cream or the eye cream that they have. But again, I'm not paying that much money I'm just not going to pay that much money. Okay, so that is all the non-beauty stuff. So let me bring in the other things. So I have a place to put the other things. So this is all kind of makeup. The first is the Skin & Co. Mist. This is also from BoxyCharm. Right now, this is in my Roulette Paint Collab, and that goes until January 15th, I want to say. And my goal for that time is to get it down to here. So once that's done, I'm going to roll it into the project that I have it, you know, designated for. And my goal is going to be to finish it up. This is a Franken foundation. I found these airless pumps on Amazon. What is that? Oh, it's cracked. So this is a mix of the True Match Lumi in the lightest shade and the Bourjois Healthy something also. So this will be 2 foundations out of my inventory once this gets finished. The other foundation I hope to finish this year is the Foundsealer by Tarte. This is called a multitasking foundation. It has an airless pump as well. I've used a little tiny bit of it. I think I used it like on my face, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it's not great, but it wasn't bad. For primers, I'm hoping to get through the Glassy This is the Glassy Touch and Soul Glassy Skin or something like that. Pretty filter glassy. This is basically a hydrating primer. This thing I think is $33. So I'm hoping to get this one used up before it goes bad, because again, I didn't pay for it, but I would hate for it to go bad and me not getting any use out of it. And the other one I'm going to use up is the NYX Bare With Me Jelly, and that's the whole reason why I want to get this out of my collection, just because it's a jelly. Who knows how long it'll last. It doesn't actually look to be that deep. It has the weirdest texture when you touch it. It literally feels like Jello, but when it goes on the skin, it is really, really nice. So besides that spray from Skin & Co, I also have the Tarte Ready Set Hydrate, and then the Wet n Wild Natural Finish. I will be working through like all of my smallest items as well as some of the bigger items. So you'll be seeing some sample size and some bigger. Speaking of sample size, I have a whole collection of these little Tarte, these are the H2O glosses, and I hope to get through almost all of them. I have no idea how many I have because I have broken up my lipstick drawers into colors, and I didn't feel like going through every single drawer to find out how many, but when I do the inventory, I'll know for sure. And again, my goal is going to be to finish all of them. I want to use my new Dulce Vita blush from Shein. This is their She Glam. This is their makeup selection. If you've never heard of them, they're the one you've probably seen a bunch of people doing like clothing hauls. I know Manny MUA has been sponsored by them before. I think Laura Lee has been sponsored by them before. I didn't realize they had makeup until someone I followed shared their makeup, and these blushes are really, really pretty. I think they're supposed to dupe the NARS blushes, the liquid blushes, and they're like $4, and they're really, really pretty. This is Dulce Vita. I mean, they're just so pretty. Okay. So I do have some other lip products. I want to finish the Too Faced Melted Fig. I love this color, but I'm no longer supporting Too Faced. So I want to get everything Too Faced out of my collection. I only have 2 things, and this is one of them. I'm going to miss it because I love this color, but it needs to go. I have 2 Bite. I have one that is like a stick. I don't know what these are called, and I don't have my glasses on. This is the color. It's really, really pretty. I think this came in a set of 3. Emily Noel probably convinced me to buy them. And then I have a lipstick in Sangria, which is kind of a pinky color. It's really, really pretty. You guys know I wear a lot of pinks, clearly. This is actually eyeshadows in my Pantone eyeshadows. Is that all the lips? Yes. Let's move on to some more complexion. I have 2 concealers, well, 1 concealer and 1 color corrector. I love this LA Pro concealer. This is in Cool Peach, I believe is the color of this one. No glasses and I can see. Anyway, this is the lighter of the 2. There are 2. One's kind of dark, too dark for me, and this one is perfect. And then I'm going to use up the Jouer. I hate this. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've used this concealer once. Kathleen Lights goes on and on and on and on and on about this, and she supposedly has dry skin. I don't know that I believe her because this looked like a mess, but I haven't tried it any other way. I've only tried it that one time, so I want to get some use out of it. And again, I paid for this one. So last thing for the eyes, like on the eye, is a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I think this is the only one I have. I thought I had some more, but this is it. It's like a gold kind of coppery color. Again, I've had this since probably 2015, so it's time for it to go to its forever home. Some other face products. Some of you may recognize this. This is my Too Faced Love Flush palette. My goal is to finish at least 4 of these. In fact, I'm kind of considering making a Franken blush with these 4 because the 4 of them together are really, really pretty. This is way too kind of purpley for my skin tone, and I am not a fan of peach blushes. I mean, this is like orange. It's orange, and it just doesn't look good on me. So I will be fine with only finishing those 4, and I will be calling that done. Other blushes. So this is the Blush Palette Melts from Makeup Revolution. It's a whole palette of cream blushes, and my goal is going to be to hit pan on every single one of these blushes. I'm not looking to finish them. I'm just looking to hit pan. How big are these? It looks like they have 13 grams per pan, so a little under half an ounce, if I'm reading that correctly. But this is actually a really good formula. I almost considered just doing my blush palette from e.l.f., but I've had this one the longest. So, and these, again, they're creamy, they're beautiful. This one is going to have to be mixed for sure, and this one will probably do too. But again, it's a really pretty palette. It works really, really well. I don't even know if it's still available. Who knows with Makeup Revolution? Some stuff you can get, sometimes you can't. I almost always purchase directly from them rather than going through Ulta, because Ulta carries such a limited supply, and their website is literally thousands upon thousands of products. And if you can't find something in your shade from Ulta, you can almost always find it on Makeup Revolution. Let's talk about bronzers. Oh, I also have my LA Girl Blush Shade palette. That's in my Pan That palette. And my goal is to hopefully hit pan in all of those by the end of 2021. We'll see what we do. That's why I tried not to add in a powder blush, because I already have powder blushes. And yeah, so I am bringing in a couple of things from Fenty. This is the Fenty Match Stick in Amber. It's just a really cool toned contour color. And I am probably one of the only people that actually likes this formula. So many people didn't like it. I love it. I think it's really good. It's a really pretty, just a really pretty cool toned contour color. I am steadily losing the weight that I gained. I talk about that on the other channel if you're interested, but I hope to get to a point sometime next year where I don't have such a big gobbler and my face is slimmed down a little bit, so I can, where contouring doesn't look ridiculous on me. I'm going to use this bronzer. This is the Fenty Shady Biz bronzer. I got this with the other little match stick, and I think it came with a glossy thing. This is really pretty. I think my goal is probably just going to be to hit pan on this. I haven't actually decided on goals, but that's probably what's going to happen. For highlighter, it's going to be this one from Jouer. This is actually what I have. I don't know if you can see it, if it catches the pink. But I put this a little bit on top of what I already had on. This is actually really pretty. This is just a sample. I don't know what color this is. I think this was a free gift with purchase when I picked up that concealer. But it is really pretty. I mean, it's pretty icy, so if you're dark complected, this may not work. But it doesn't go on the skin icy. I mean, it just has a really pretty pink iridescent reflect. I think it's beautiful. Okay, and along with that, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Shimmer palette. This is all highlighters. You can see this one is a little messed up. When I first bought this, I didn't realize it was cream. I thought it was powders. I don't remember that it even said it was cream in the description, but these are cream, so I hope to... My goal is going to be to hit pan in all these, but I really kind of want to finish this palette. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't know. I've never panned anything from start to finish. So hopefully this year will be really telling for me. If you guys want to watch someone who pans like so fast, go watch, I think it's Danny's Makeup, DANNIE''S Makeup. Danny she is just like the queen of panning. Like, she pans a ton, and she pans really, really quickly too. She's really fun to watch, so make sure you go check her out. She don't know who I am, but she's really, really good. And then last but not least, wait, am I missing one? I thought I had one. Okay, so I have 4 eyeshadow palettes. So the first one is Lilac You a Lot. I'm not going to share with you what shades I plan on painting. It's not going to be the entire palette. It's going to be some particular shades. But you guys know I love purples. I love ColourPop. I'm really excited to get some use out of this. This was in my Shop My Stash for November and December, but I went ahead and put it back because I really just want to focus on my Pan Nose eyeshadows. That might be something that I have to forego going forward, but I'll talk about that. That update probably went up before this, because I'm filming this on the 10th and that update is for like the 17th. I don't know. We'll see. The next one I have is Baba Birdie. I love this palette. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Love it. I don't know if this one's still available, but God, it's so pretty. It does have a couple of glitters, which I don't mind. I know a lot of people do, but this is just like, and this color right here, I think is the same color that's in that new Raw Beauty Christy collab with them, which I probably won't end up picking up. I do kind of want the Super Shock shadows, and if it stays in stock, I'll probably pick them up the next time I order from ColourPop, but I'm not going to get that palette because I don't think I would use it. And the last palette is the So Jaded. Mine fell and a lost one. So these are not in their places. And like I said, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you which one just yet I'm going to use. Number one, I'm going to have to find it. I'm going to have to put this back in order and then find the shadow I'm going to use. And last but not least, so on those, I'll probably just hit pan. And this one, this is the Pat McGrath Labs of Celestial Divinity. This is her current holiday palette. Oh, it does have names on the back. So this is 18 shadows, if you haven't seen it. Looks like this. Beautiful, but not worth $80. So if you have your eye on it, it's not worth it. There's no like shifty shade. Like there's nothing that really shifts in this palette. Maybe a little bit, like maybe those two a little bit, but it doesn't have like her fancy shades in it. So it's just really not worth the money. But I bought this and I want to use it. So I'm not going to try to pan this palette. That's not what's happening. But I am going to set a usage goal for each shadow. And I'm going to want to use every single shimmer. I haven't decided on the mattes. I think there's only 3 mattes. But I do want to use every single shimmer in this palette through 2021. So that's it. I'm sure more stuff will get used up. But again, I'm trying not to be overzealous like I was at the beginning of this year. I'm trying to be a little bit smarter about what I want to use. I'm trying to make sure that, you know, I don't feel defeated. So like I said, most of my things are going to be usage goals, and then also trying to work to completion, but being okay if it gets to like December 2021 and I haven't finished everything. The whole point is I want to get use out of things. I will continue to do my monthly makeup basket. I think I'll continue to do that. I haven't really decided. The issue that I have, and I probably should have talked about this at the beginning of the video, is I don't wear makeup as often as most people. I think in the last month I've worn makeup maybe 6 times. I'm disabled, number one, and number two, I mean, no one's going anywhere, so I can't really use that as an excuse. But I exert a lot of effort putting on makeup, especially like putting on lashes and doing everything else. So sometimes it can be a little bit more, it can be a little harder for me to do that because I am disabled. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to shoot for at least 3 or 4 times a week. And yeah, so that is everything that I hope to pan in 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I got this idea from Rebecca from Painting and Stuff. I will have her channel linked down below. She is a really great painter too, and she's really fun to watch. She's really funny. So yeah, so that's it guys. Thanks so much for joining me and let me know what projects you're going to do for 2021, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.